on, everybody? Yo, 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 yo. This is the Black Manga Critic here. Welcome to part 2. All right, part 2 of the Battle Angel Alita. Read-A-Thon. If you see me, doing stuff, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm about to sip my tea. That's what I'm thinking about. Let me sip my tea. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, what am I talking about? All right, anyways, welcome to part 2 of the Battle Angel Alita Last Order Read-A-Thon. Ignore that weird awkwardness that just happened. I don't know what I was thinking. Very odd. But anyways, we are back. It's been a solid month, I think, since I've read some Alita. That's way too long. Had to rectify the situation. All right. And I'm really happy about this. My cat is going to be meowing because she does this. If one of us goes into another room, my cat immediately starts meowing. This is just what she does. If you hear it, don't worry about it. It's just what she's going to do. All right. Eventually she'll stop. It's not a big deal. Anyways, what's up, Michael? I'm pretty sure Justine will be here at some point. Either she's already watching or she'll be in the chat at some point. All right. Yo, what's good, Don Quixote? All right. Shout out to Hunter Hunter. You already know what it is. All right. There will be more Hunter Hunter streams in the near future. Look out for those. To those of you that are new subscribers, because I know a lot of folks subscribe because of that Hunter Hunter discussion video. So that tells me that folks really want Hunter Hunter content. So that's what I'm going to do. I love me some Hunter Hunter, so I'm going to do that. But this is a Battle Angel Alita stream. If y'all haven't gotten on to Battle Angel Alita, I suggest you do so now. All right? Start now. All right? As soon as possible. ASAP. Okay? Because it is amazing. It's so good. I love it. Yo, Japan Animation World. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right? Shouts out to all y'all that come through in the chat. We are reading Battle Angel Alita, part 2 of Battle Angel Alita Read-A-Thon. Shouts out to Michael, who's pretty much been to every... has been a part of every Battle Angel Alita stream. And Justine as well. Some other folks as well who come through, chill out and everything like that. But those two in particular, all right? They put me on to Battle Angel Alita, so shouts out to them. Let's get into it, though. All right? Check out the Hunter Hunter stream. It's on my channel. It'll be on my Hunter Hunter playlist. So just check that out, and you'll be good. All right, Last Order. I usually in the past, again, so for those of you that don't know, whenever I read Battle Angel Alita, I would read it on. Also, if you hear a door in the background, it's just my fiance moving around, stuff like that. Just it is what it is. We live in a place, live in an apartment. You're gonna hear some noise. Yeah, I know y'all don't mind, but it's always just good to mention things. Okay, so. Usually I'd use the volumes, but because the Last Order omnibuses are so massive, I can't hold on to the omnibus the whole time I'm streaming. It's just no, that's not gonna happen. All right, but so digitally that's what I'm doing. All right, thanks, man. Yo, whenever people show love, it's awesome. So whenever people come through Japan Animation World, shouts out to you. All right, if any of y'all haven't followed Japan Animation World, please do. Awesome Hunter Hunter content. All right. Please follow your guy. And just seeing what's up. Okay, so let's get into it. Battle Angel Alita Last Order, y'all, all right? We left off on chapter 6. A bunch of things happened. Quite a few folks died. Some really interesting characters died. Which is kind of par for the course when it comes to Battle Angel Alita. You meet some characters, they're pretty dope, but they don't last in this world for very long. Especially if they're awful. You know what I mean? And if they're not awful, then they're too pure for this world or whatever. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It happens. But you get used to it, unfortunately. Okay, so let's move into it. Chapter 7 or Phase 7 is entitled The World is Cruel. Yes, it is. At least this world. I mean, this world too, but you know what I mean. Okay. Man, that's the creature that was released. The sort of cybernetic creature that was released in chapter 6 is just continuing to wreak havoc, just killing folks left and right. All right. Boom. Boom. Ooh, this guy. Ooh. No, no more. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I gotta turn the page. Ooh, Lord. All right. Okay, I made it one page instead of 2 pages. I like keeping it on one page because I try not to like turning the page is kind of like a thing. So I try not to keep it on 2 pages if I can help it. All right. Wow, leg got. Ooh, ooh. Jim, help me, please. I mean, you killed him. You ordered Jim to get shot with an arrow. Now he's dead, and now you want to be like, Jim, help me. I'm like, son, come on, son. But panic will do that, right? Like you dying will do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ooh, leg ripped clean off. Ooh. Okay. Wow, he's just being ripped apart. Oh, it's disgusting. And then he dropped him. Ooh. And this creature's kind of like it's got a very like toddler sort of mentality. Okay. All right, so we go back to Alita. All right, Alita's back. Okay. Wow, it's healed up already. How does it feel, Master Alita? Thought it might feel a bit soft. The muscle fibers won't feel as smooth, at least not at first, but they'll optimize with use. The Imagimos body, Imagimos bodies, sinuates. I guess sinuates. He's saying simulates, but it's because it's his like the way he's like sort of speaks. He's like, but the Imagimos body simulates a body organism in every way. I'm not gonna speak like that. I can't do it for the whole stream. Like it's just no. All right, but yeah, you get it. You get the picture. Very nice. Okay, you sure know a lot. You make me blush. So tell me. Since I got this body, I sometimes feel like I'm slipping out of my body during high-speed combat. Because of that, I've had some close calls where I wasn't able to reach top speed. Do you know anything about that? Expert system search. Alita, you must be having an out-of-body experience. Okay. All right. Wow, an astral trip. Sounds like a little like a condition called phantom limb. In any case, I think the cause is in the brain, not the body. Well, I won't ask Nova to examine me, that's for sure. Phantom limb, a vivid sensation that an amputated limb is still present. This occurs when the somatosensory cortex is not fully reorganized in the internalized body map. The term was first suggested by S.W. Mitchell, an American physician, born 1829, died 1914. I've seen this in other media before. It works, but in different ways, not necessarily phantom limb. Like this is more like sort of realistic in a sense. And the other manga that I'm talking about, Magi, like that happened with Alibaba when he just got wrecked by Hakuryu, and then was basically sort of like out of his physical body for like hundreds, like a solid 100 years. And then he came back and he had his brain and his body were sort of, there was just a weird thing that happened where his sense of the world was just markedly different because of that out of body experience. Okay. And that made him a super clean fighter, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. We made it. The adults camp should be just up ahead. What's all the ruckus about? We better wait here. The adults are our enemies. If we're caught, there's no telling what they'll do. All right. No. All right. No. 100% or 100. Wait. Oh, all right. Number 100. Protect the girls here. Leave it to me. Good. Okay. All right. So we See around. We see a droid that's still skulking around. Boom, and it's like it just crashes in. Folks are like, ah, go for it. Oh, got him. Yeah, that's cool. They set a trap. Nice. Yes, we did it. Don't let your guard down yet. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. And it's like the exoskeleton, like it had like an exoskeleton, I guess, and then there's like a smaller robot inside the MIB robot. Oh, my lord. Wow, now they're just moving around, shooting people down. They broke our ranks. This could get ugly. Huh? Yeah, Alita, let's go. It's a wrap for y'all. It's a wrap for your robot, sorry. Phew! Yo, got him! Over. Yeah, let's get it. Very nice, very nice. Alita just taking folks out easy. Man, she took them out no problem. Nice. The MIB robot's all dead. No human is that fast. We owe you our thanks for now. You're not from I'm gonna say it to Tavares from now on, but like in the past I said Zalem, so if I pause on Tavares, it's just because I'm so used to Zalem that like I'm still adjusting to the word Tavares. You're not from Tavares, are you? What do you want with us? Mommy! Mom! Uh-oh. Pam? Aw, reunion. Pam, my baby, you're alive. Huh? What? Pam, you traitor. Stop right there. Have you forgotten Casey's rule, Marge Mahan? Or Mahan? Or it's Mahan. It could be Mahan. Have you forgotten Casey's rule, Marge Mahan? All brats without brain chips are the enemy. Even your own. Casey, don't be absurd. When did that moron become our leader? He just seized power by force. Say what? Yo, she's right. Who said that? Yep, let's go. Rebellion, y'all. You bastard. Take the brat and get us out of here. Oh, sorry, no. Take the brat and get out of here. It's time you fools woke up. There's no reason we survivors should have to fight each other. Besides, they're still children. Marge, you want to leave with your kid? Or get shot full of holes right here? Pam and I aren't going anywhere. Go on. Shoot if you want. Oh, somebody hit him with a pie. Get him. You guys, get out of here. Let's go. Turncoats. Yo, Alita came through. And just as he was shooting the gun, she like pointed it downwards. Boom. And then just knocked him and a whole bunch of other folks clean out of here. Yeah. Guess the tables have turned. Guess the tables have been turned. Take that and that. Yo, and then now they're like, other folks are like beating these dudes up. I love it. I love it. You'll have to see it. You'll have to see it. Ow, youch. Phew. Thank you, miss. My name is Alita. I'm looking for a friend. What's that thing? Doesn't look like an MIB machine. Oh. Why, that's Mr. Roscoe. Yeah, he dead now. He's cute. You know him? Ugh. I do indeed. Young Jim Roscoe was the man I picked as my successor. Elf, Zwolf, get Mr. Roscoe out of that monster's clutches. Bring him to me. You want us, Wolf? Sure, let's do it. Yo, alright, they join hands. Wire work. Oh, they about to do some clean movements. Whew. Got him. Swipe, swipe. Ooh, Marco. Polo. Oh my, yo, these. Yo, I'm done. All done. It's easy with a bulky fella like that. Yo, they tied him up. No hope of escape now. One move and it'll rip itself apart. I lost my right arm that way once. Wow. Professor, you came back to life. Huh? It talks? But I don't want to live in this terrible world anymore. Please, please, leave me dead. It can't be. Is that you, Mr. Roscoe? This is his after image. His every memory implanted in a biochip within Sachimoto's brain before he died. Jim hated this world. He wished only to put an end to Tafara's, to bury the mad history of its creators. Ah, my poor boy, you cannot fight fate. People cannot choose where, when, and into what conditions they are born. From the moment of of birth, each person must live on life's terms. The world is cruel, but that's only natural. The beginning of life is naught but a chemical reaction, and human existence is naught but a shadow of memory data. The soul does not exist. The spirit merely synaptic sparks. We live alone, as we must, in a godless, merciless world, and yet, under the guise of free will, we command ourselves to live. It may be inevitable that so young, you buckled under the burden of the world's karma. You may aspire to good, you may aspire to evil, you may grope to find your path, but unless you are alive, well, my boy, unless you are alive, no talent will ever bear fruit. Whoa, what is happening? Boom. Whoa. Wow. Our wire cut? Yo, what is that? I guess it's some like kind of like, what would I call it? Like I always go back to like manga that like people are familiar with because I think it's just easy to get like the sort of analogy, but like Naruto with the with the Mizukage, I think the fourth Mizukage, I want to say, and she had like that Keka Genkai that allowed her to like spew out like a gas that like melted things. Kind of reminds me of this. And I feel like this is like something that like could like literally just like disintegrate like the wires around him. Very cool. Very interesting. I want to know what that white smoke is. Very interesting. Looks pretty cool. Our wire cut. Boom. Whoops. Okay. What's that white smoke coming off his fingers? All he touches turned to dust. Oh, so it's like dust release. Or yeah, it's kind of like dust release because the Mizukage is like Jutsu didn't like destroy things, like it didn't like just like totally. But this thing looks like it just like breaks things down on a even more on a smaller, more micro level, like sort of like the Chukage or the Tsuchikage. Let's see. That white smoke is probably nano-sized ramiform thorns. They enter the space between atoms and break down molecular bonds. Of course. It's a classic idea for a nanoweapon. In theory, there is no material it can't destroy. Let's call it Morion Omicule. Or Omicule. Morion Omicule. The Greek words for molecule and mist. So molecule mist. Okay, that's cool. That monster, Sachimoto. Roscoe must have used the MIB automated factory to make it, with the Imagino cells as a reference. But to finish something so immense in such a short time, no one would think this could be the work of a 17-year-old boy. Mr. Roscoe, your talent was truly formidable. The ceiling is starting to collapse. Professor, let's get out of here. Mr. Roscoe! Yo, Nova's ridiculous. Gah! Okay, and we are finished with chapter 7. So we're on chapter 8 now. All right, chapter 8 is entitled, or phase 8 is entitled, Tall Towers of Blocks Built High. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. Lou wasn't in this camp after all. The only possibility left in the MIB Corps. According to witness testimony, she was placed in MIB custody a year ago. Lou, please be alive. Ah, there you are. They've decided to send an envoy to the kids' camp tomorrow to make peace. You remind me of an old cat we used to have, Alita. She was small, but so feisty. Even the dogs avoided her. Old? I feel like I can confide in you. Those who survive, kids and adults, will be reunited. I'm confident that will go smoothly. But then what? How do we rebuild Tafarian society? We've always depended on MIB, a system with no human involvement, to govern us and keep us safe, from birth till death. Without it, can we recreate a peaceful society? If not, you'll just die out. Ouch, that's harsh. And there's something I'd add from my point of view. If you're going to construct a free nation without MIB control, you'll have to make peace with the surface. Big facts, big facts. Life in Tafaris is built on the sacrifices of those on the surface. I want you to remember that. Hadn't thought of that. Thank you. The other thing I'm afraid of is the master plan that made Tafaris this way. Some mysterious architect, must have created this huge structure, this airtight system, many centuries ago, right? Even after the chaos of this past week, that architect hasn't stepped in, but will it continue to leave us to our own devices? The architect, if it still exists, the space city, Kethres. Huh? All right, Kethres, okay. I feel like we heard of this before, but this is just a different name than the name that I probably that was used in the 5 omnibus volumes. You're right, the space city, right? Okay. Nola, are you there? What do you want? Thought you might be hungry. Here. Whack. Oh boy. You let us right there. How could you, Pam? We trusted you. Back from sleep mode. Okay. What's all this talk? Stop bawling and answer me. But I just wanted to see my mom. Okay. It's like Alita says, whether your brain's a chip or not, it's wrong to discriminate. That's right. Wait, hold on. Let me see what's going on. Give me a sec. What was that? Oh, I guess it was my cat's in Nez. She was being a little weird. I don't know what that was. I think she just missed. I think she just missed her mommy. Oh. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay, it's like Alita says. Whether your brain's a chip or not, it's wrong to discriminate. That's right. No, on number 100 is human too. Don't confuse things, you. Help us make up with the grown-ups, Nola, please. The kids will listen to you. Oh, she got smacked, yo. Woo! You're not my friend anymore. We're through. Uh-oh, the drama. Drama. You're a traitor, Pam. Traitor. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Huh? Jim? Wait, Jim. Wait. Come back. All right. Poor girl. All right, flashback time. Your mother and father died, didn't they? But you don't have to be sad. Just don't kill me, please. Ugh. Wow. You see? They were never human, so there's no need to mourn. Oh my goodness. Jim was right. There was nothing to be sad about. They're not humans, they're things. Jim, where did you go? Please don't leave me behind. Alita. Even if your brain's a chip, a human being is a human being. Things are fine for Pam. She found her mom. She found her mom. But my mom and dad are gone. So if what you're saying is true, where do I have to go home to? Tell me. Tell me, I said. Alita! I don't want to be alone. I can't be as strong as you. Whoa. That's quite the panel. Quite the panel. Wow, we have Jim's creation in the background. Very interesting sort of symbols going on here with the doves and Jim's creation standing behind what's her name again? I'm terrible with names. I'm horrible. Was it Nola, right? Okay. How strange the world looks through a giant's eyes. The solemn walls and columns that used to overwhelm. Only now do I see them for what they are. Mere structures to mold and order the pliant lives within. When I was little, I spent a long time building a big tower out of blocks. I built it higher and higher, adding more and more blocks. Then I knocked it down. In that moment, I felt liberated. The only greater feeling was upsetting someone else's tower of blocks. Oh Lord, it's just, yo, look, again, one thing that I think that Kishido is very good at is like, he's great at writing like just like clearly like emotionally disturbed folks, like that. Not only emotionally disturbed folks, right? Because you could be emotionally disturbed, but like that doesn't mean like you're a bad person or anything like that. There are like different classifications and stuff and all those things, right? But he's great at sort of like folks that clearly are or have dealt with some sort of trauma and that sort of thing, right? And just like, you know, like moment after moment after moment will sort of happen. Like life experience after life experience will be portrayed, and you'd be like, yo, these people were just awful. You know what I mean? The only greater feeling was upsetting someone else's tower of blocks. Terrible. Right? And you meet kids like that all the time who, you know, you have to just kind of, you know, you have to make sure that you nurture them and you, you know, teach them right from wrong to an extent and that sort of thing. Because you'll meet kids all the time that like, you know, will like take pleasure in harming others. And you have to be really careful with like children like that. You know, obviously you don't like throw them out or anything like that. Like they're like things. You know, you nurture them, you take care of them, you work with them. But stuff like that, when you see stuff like that, you gotta deal with that stuff immediately. And now just look, block towers as far as I can see. Can I ever topple them all? Ugh. And what are these little things milling around my feet? Toys. Yo. No. Jim, dead. Wow. Bloop, bloop. Man, he just destroyed that drone. Kablam! Yo, and I'll talk about it after the chapter. Ho 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 ho. Uh-oh. Okay, she tried to dip. She was like, I'm getting out of here. Where do you think you're going? Oh, eek. Yeah, that would creep me out. Stay. Play with me. Eek, stop. Nola, it's not nice to run away. Oh, that's so creepy. How does it know my name? You're making me feel sad. Lady Nola. Pam, number 100. Play with me. Ooh, this is wild. Oh, help. Let's get out of here, Pam. Yeah, book it. Book it. Go the other way. Oh no. We're not friends anymore. Go on, just run away. Oh, Pam's crying. Well, looky here. Ooh, yo, this is wild. Kishido just continues to be better about his just depiction of his depictions of these just trash dudes. You know what I mean? Just the layers of it, like this like weird like ventriloquism stuff that's like going on. Um Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's move on. See how things are? I died, but there's no need to grieve. Once you quit living, the world's just a giant tower of blocks. It's fun. The way he talks, he couldn't be. Could he? You're working late. What are you up to? I've sent some data to the MIB factory that will create a monster. Once it's complete, it'll be able to kill all the adults. Monster? Sounds scary. Haha. I intend to copy my own memories into its brain. Maybe I should copy yours too. This will be a kind and caring monster. Oh, okay. Jim, is that you? I'm not human anymore. Jim got sad and died. But that's okay. Nothing hurts when you're a thing, Nola. Oh, Lord. Again, Battle Angel Alita Kishido is very invested in ideas of the metaphysical. Probably reads a lot of like Nietzsche, Aristotle, Plato, right? Neoplatonic theory, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Who else? Descartes, right? Sartre. Probably reads all them folks. All right, Kierkegaard. All those dudes talk at some point about, what it means to be, to exist, to think, and all that jazz. All right, let's see. That's right. If I take Pam's hand, I'll have to live accepting that even people with chips for brains are still human, and every single day, I'll have to confront my own sins and weaknesses. No, I couldn't stand that. But there's still one way to change everything, even for someone like me. Death. Woo, what a panel. What an amazing, and the shift, like, that's how you use, like, right, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the shift in like white in white and black, right? The absence of color and the absence of color and the existence of color, and like you just like shifting from white to black. That was well done. I like it. Death. Jim. Whoa. Okay. Ah, she chose to live. Okay. Oh, what? Nola. Jim, I'm going to live after all. Weak as I am, sad as I'll be. Farewell. I loved you, Jim. I see. You had not fallen into true despair yet. You were just so self-absorbed. You pretended not to despair. But I'll teach you what real despair feels like. Yo. Okay. Oh, a whole. I don't know what those are called, but like I guess like they're like I don't know, sometimes I'm always at a loss for words. Like those building beams, like those like beams, that are those like metal beams or steel beams that are used in like buildings and stuff, like in construction. Like just a massive just boom ran right into Jim's creation, or Jim himself, in a sense. Wow, if you want to play so much, yo, she chucked that. At, yo, Alita. If you want to play so much, play with me. Hey, let's get it. I love it. I love this panel. Alita's so cool. All right, chapter 8 end. Phase 9 is entitled No More Excuses. All right. All right, let's see what we got with chat. Let's see what's going on in chat. All right, all right, all right. Okay. One Punch Man I have read. I'm Don Quixote. I have read One Punch Man. Yeah, I think like the thing is like for me, like it's like that stuff like sometimes when like I've seen children that do that and there's like a whole like Michael, and there are so many different reasons for like why children, will like smash some other kids like Lego blocks or do that, like there are always like different reasons for that. Some kids just like to like sometimes it's just like a very like physical thing, like some kids just like to like do that. Some kids just like to hit things, and it is what it is. And then you figure out how to sort of like, teach them like, hey, maybe don't destroy other people's things. But also, it's just like where does that stem from? How do you nurture that sort of like, how do you nurture that sort of desire to just like kind of like hit like inanimate objects or whatever, or like that sort of physicality that a student or child is like exhibiting. Like I have students, I've had students like that all the time, where you might have a student that's just like, I had one student who just liked to she just liked to like punch things, and that's just how she was. But there are always different reasons for that. You always try to figure it out. Like, and sometimes you never figure out what that is. But there are so many different reasons for that. And I think some of those kids, like Michael, like you had that empathy, but there are a lot of kids like just don't exhibit that, and or if they do, they it takes them like or if they don't exhibit it at first, then they do exhibit it like later on, like as they get a bit older and they start to learn like, hey, like maybe what I was doing wasn't right in that way, and it wasn't, and it hurt this other person, that sort of thing. But there are always different reasons for it. And you just like, you have to work to figure out what those reasons are. If you can figure that out and figure out ways to nurture that person, when they're little, when they're children. Let's see. All right, let's get into it. All right, Alita's about to do her thing. She's about to do her thing, y'all. She's coming through. Alita, Master Alita. Huh. Alita just gave it a look that's like, well, you'll be alright. Nola, come on. Let's go someplace safe. I'm staying. Huh? Alita's going to fight Jim. It breaks my heart. I want to run away, but I have to see this through no matter what. It's just what I have to do. Nola. Yo, Alita going in. Catch me if you can. Yay! Oh my goodness. They're going at it. Yo, looks like the fight's just getting started. If my solenoid quench gun was functional, I'd beat that monster in no time. Alita's the only one who can stop him now. Sachi's in such a playful mood. He's not even using the Morion Amical. Now's her chance to beat him. We've seen the old records of Alita fighting Den, and Sachimoto is far inferior to Den in every way: speed, combat skill, willpower. Even handicapped by her lack of weapons, Alita can't possibly lose this battle. Anytime you say that, don't ever say that. Don't introduce the impossibility of things. All right, this is like one of the most basic tenets of like a foreshadowing at any level, right? When you're just like, this thing couldn't possibly happen. There's just no way. And then, right, especially in stories like these, where it's like, there's just no way. There's no way that could happen. It's just impossible. It's impossible. And then the impossible thing happens, right? So, yeah. So we're gonna see some stuff in this battle. All right. Whoosh. Yo, Alita going in. Shoom. Oh. Whoa. What's that? Oh, I gotta make this. It's 5. Okay. Full screen it. Okay. Scratch. Ouch, that one's broken. Superb timing. Sorry, excuse me. Ouch, that one's broken. Superb timing. And what a perfect angle. Well, duh. Yeah. I love how like all the Alita sort of clones, if you want to call them that. I mean, they're all very clearly very different, and they have their own personalities. I just have to remember their names. I'm like terrible. But I love how they're all watching Alita battle and be like, of course, you know, it's Alita. We already know what it is. We know what it is. All right. It didn't do a thing. Whoa. Ha! It's like blowing bubbles. You almost catch one, but it floats away. Ooh, Alita moving. Tee, stop. It tickles. Yo. Wham! Right in the eyes. Ow. Uh-oh. Hurts a Hion. Let's go. Bam. Doublet. Or doubled. Doppelt? I guess? I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Doppelt. Yo. What? Huh? What? That tingles. Yo, the Hertza Hion crippled Sixa? I guess is that how you pronounce it? I can't remember. I know you guys I know you all help me sort of pronounce Six's name, or Sexa, or I think it was Sixa. I can't remember, or Sixa. I can't remember. Anyways, but I know who that is. The Hertza Hion crippled Sixa just by grazing her body, and this one was double strength. And all he does is laugh? What is he made of? You mustn't judge Sachimoto by the standards of mere scrapyard technology. The nanomaterials used to construct this thing utilize the Imaginos cells as a reference point. Its strength is far superior to common metals. Unless she maximizes the Imaginos' body's potential, Alita will be defeated. Gotcha. Heh. That's not good. It must be part of her plan. Like when she let me cut off her arm. The wind-up. And he throws. Oh. Yo, rip. She got thrown and skipped like a rock. On water. On a lake surface or something. She took that head on. Will her brain be okay? Facts. I think her brain can take it. Is that part of her plan? Alita, can you hear me? Only the use of plasma can defeat Sachimoto. Ugh. However, the Imaginos body, like the Berserker body, isn't default equipped with a plasma-producing organ. You need to create the plasma torch yourself, out of your will and imagination. Plasma? Ah, Professor Nova, we meet again. Surely you've played with Mr. Roscoe's corpse enough by now. Can I have it? I'll trade you Alita for it. Oh my goodness, Nova's terrible. Huh? No way. You're planning to regenerate Jim with your damn karma theory. I'll disintegrate him on the molecular level, so you can never make him suffer the torments of this world again. Oh. Oh, disintegration. What have you done? But Mr. Roscoe's memories are still in your biochip. Wait. I'm done playing the impartial observer. I'm gonna act on my own desires. Alita, get me Sachimoto's brain biochip. Don't tell me what to do. This fight's between him and me. I'm not gonna take orders from you. Word, get out of here, man. Dude, trash. Extra doodoo. Very well. Just fight however you like. But be careful. if Sachimoto's hands emit a smoky substance. Plasma. It's no use. I can't do it. And it's a line drive. Whack. It's been so long since I used plasma. I don't know if I know I'm a better fighter than I was then, but I just don't have that razor sharp purity anymore. Down on the surface, I tried to become like my Damascus blade. Good and evil, might and tenderness, opposing forces etched into me like the pattern on the blade. I tried to be sturdy, unbreakable. Did I neglect to sharpen that blade? Let it grow dull? Or did I polish it too hard, grinding it down until it could no longer serve as a weapon? Alright, they're still fighting. Boom! She got smacked again. Oh my goodness. Whew. He's too strong. Alita's gonna die. That's not strength. He's just big and tough. Urgh. Yo, and Sex is just like, come on. She's like, yo, she's like, and you can tell there's like a bit of like an idolization of Alita. You know? Okay. Alita! What the hell are you doing? You're the most powerful warrior! The most power? Get up, Yoko. Come on. Erica. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna fight anymore. You're such a baby. We promised we'd be warriors together, like Gelda. Besides, you can't survive if you don't learn how to fight. But I don't wanna. Listen, Yoko, if you don't want to die, there are only two ways to live without fighting. You can either be a slave, or you can become the most powerful warrior. Do you want to be a slave? Do you want to be a slave? No. Does the most powerful warrior really not have to fight? They say if you're the most powerful warrior, the battle will be over before it begins. I don't get it either. But if Meister says it, it must be true. Then I'll be the most powerful warrior. I'll be the best, and I won't have to fight ever again. Looks like I'm nowhere close to that goal. These endless fights, one after another, are proof of that. Why do I do it? Because I'm alive. Then why am I still alive? Then why am I still alive? Why do I keep putting up with this? Separated from those dearest to me, at the mercy of fate. I'm bored. I'll play with something else, but first I'll disintegrate her so Professor Nova won't be able to recycle her. Yo, let's go. Plasma. Huh? That's right. What do I owe to anyone else? Whoa! Yo, that's so cool. She got like plasma claws. Hey! That's so cool. I love it. I love it. Ooh. All right. Dope. Let other people find their own excuses. As for me, I don't need a reason to live. She's using plasma. Phew, I was starting to worry. I believe that by putting herself in danger, Alita awakened her survival instincts. Her old berserker body went into plasma-equipped combat mode when a switch in the basal ganglia was flipped. The Imaginos body is different, but I think a powerful mind image was stimulated by going through the same process, enabling the Imaginos transformation. See, it was a plan. Alita would never get pummeled for nothing. Ha! It's so pretty. Must be the flame of Alita's soul. Let me answer with my haze of emptiness. Ooh, we get into some philosophical battles right now. This is what I'm talking about. All right, this is what I'm talking about. When we talk about battles, don't battles. All right, all right. This again, Luffy versus Katakuri, which is just very like basic. All right, some basic stuff. Okay, it's not a particularly deep battle in the slightest. All right, but folks will present it. They'll present the basic tenets of like, right, well, not the tenet. That's the wrong word. The basic parts of it, right, as if they're deep. All right, and they'll just be like, "Well, this is so deep." I mean, it was just no. This is dope right here. All right, and again, like it's and right, it's not just the battle; it's everything that sort of comes before it that sets this battle up. We're not just dealing with, oh, Jim is shooting a haze of emptiness. It's like it's not just some like surface level. Oh, this move encapsulates the emptiness in Jim's heart. You know, it's not just that. It's more than that. It's a whole bunch of things. Again, a clash of ideologies. All right. A clash of dogmas, all these different things, all right? A clash of axioms, like all these different things are happening, all right? And it's not just the clash of those axioms, but but the people who own them, right? How those things are constructed, what do they mean in the sort of grander scheme of not only those characters as they are as characters in the story, but just the overall sort of scope of it. Very interesting, and our own realities. I love it. So good, so good. All right. Boom! She just said, ah! Now the clashing. What the? The Morion Omical is susceptible to heat. It's like tossing down feathers onto a fire. It turned to plasma in an instant. Ooh! Whoa! Sachimoto can manipulate magnetic force as well. What? Haha. A new game. Oh boy. Wow, this is not good. Sachimoto is using cyclotron resonance to heat the plasma trapped in their magnetic fields. Based on the flame's color, I'd say it's over 100,000 degrees Celsius already. That's fatal to both of them. Cyclotron resonance. Plasma in a magnetic field is heated through the resonance effect when the vibration frequency of an oscillating electromagnetic field matches the gyro frequency of the charged particles in the plasma. This effect is known as the ion cyclotron resonance heating and enables the generation of superheated plasma over 100 million degrees Celsius in temperature. Woo, Lord. Plasma in a magnetic field. Okay, so that's the first part. I get that. Is heated through the resonance effect when the vibration. Okay, so the resonance effect when the vibration frequency of an oscillating electromagnetic field, which I get, matches the gyro frequency of the charged particles in the plasma. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Some dope boy physics. All right, I love it. Okay, it's a plasma copula. Oh no, cupola. Sorry, it's a plasma cupola. Yeah, this is just gonna be wild. Like we already know what's happening here. Very interesting stuff. If the competing magnetic fields lose their balance even slightly, right, the weaker one will be showered with superheated plasma. Now that they're locked in position with the plasma in between them, Alita is at an overwhelming disadvantage. I can't think of any way for her to escape. Wow. Oh, is she smiling? Yeah! Alita, let's do this! You already know what it is. Okay, so we got some stuff here about Tefari's and its morphology. All right, so Tefari's is shrouded in mystery. Let's take a look back at what has been illuminated thus far about the city and the sky. I'm not going to read this now, but this is interesting information that I definitely want to read later. But it's important when it comes to the Tefarian. It says Tefarian classification of crime and punishment. The eradication of genetically predisposed crime, rehabilitation of behavioral crime, and research into ideological crime. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna definitely read that later, and then it goes into the actual sort of like morphology of like the makeup of Tifares, and maybe Ketharez as well. Okay, but I'm definitely gonna read that, and I'm gonna read this like the extra comic stuff as well. Okay, Alita, Last Order, chapter 10, A Song from Long Ago. Okay, man, yo, all right, let me make this a double page because this is so good. Woo, that's clean. Wow. Okay, back to single page. Careful, if you don't hold on tight, you're gonna eat Fireball. Man, he's 10 times more powerful than Alita. And once this becomes a power game, Alita hasn't a chance. You seem quite elated, Professor. Well, I am feeling rather ambivalent at the moment. Ambivalence. Simultaneous and contradictory feelings toward the same object that can lead to psychological splitting, in which a subject separates irreconcilable parts of his or her personality. A concept used by the Swiss psychiatrist Paul Eugen Belluler? I can't pronounce that. I don't know. Or Bleuler? I guess Bleuler. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. I am saddened that my masterpiece, the Imaginos Body, and Alita, the Karma Warrior, will be defeated. Yet I'm overjoyed that my acknowledged successor, Mr. Roscoe, will have his great talents proven at last. Wait, Alita's still got a trick up her sleeve. Oh, snap. Yo! Yeah! Yo! Whoa, what is that? What's this? Oh! Hey, look at his hands. His hands are done. Kablam! Wow, what did she do? I'm looking forward to this explanation. I love the sciencey, physics of it, of the battles. They're always so interesting to me. Sachi's covered with plasma. What was that? What did she just do? Of course, a stroke of genius. Wave motion such as ion acoustic waves and magnetic acoustic waves may arise in plasma. It's a well-known phenomenon that they often become a high amplitude wave called a solution. Okay. Alita used the plasma as a medium to fire a Hertz ion made of a plasma wave solution. That's dope. That's dope. Normally, cyclotron attenuation would occur, and the wave energy would be lost. Right, like it was what she was talking about. Like if the wave energy is lost, if she doesn't keep that whatchamacallit? I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. That oscillation sort of going in the way that she needs to with her plasma, with her plasma, she would have been dead. She would have been dead. She would have hit with a bunch of plasma. Would have been a wrap. Would have been a wrap for her, right? If she didn't keep that sort of momentum going, and that rhythm sort of going, rhythm, wave, whatever you want to call it. But she did something different here, which is really, really interesting, right? So Nova's sort of saying normally if she did something wild like that in a different in any other sort of way, she'd have been dead. All right, but under some conditions, the resonance amplifies the wave energy. In other words, she took Satsumoto's magnetic power, converted it to wave energy. Right? Again, this is the most basic idea of physics, right? Of physics, the most basic idea of laws of conservation of energy. Come on, son, come on. All right, talk about it. Okay, she shifted that energy. She changed the form of the energy that Sachimoto was using into something that she could use for herself. All right, converted it into wave energy and struck him with it. Oh, I shall call it The plasma solution. I just love Nova. Nova is just such a, like, I'm not saying I love Nova, but just the way he's like sort of like commentating on this battle and like explaining like the sort of the physics of it. It's just very funny to me. And he and like especially when he gives the like sort of like attacks like a name. Okay. Alita is truly a mighty warrior. Alita's intellectual understanding of plasma physics is dubious at best, but her experience manipulating plasma gave her an intuitive understanding. You can't tell which of her actions are calculated and which are instinctual. That's what makes her such a terrifying warrior. Yeah. Got him. Got him. It's over. Woo, she going at him. Get him. Oh, how is he? What the? That hurt me. What? What? Yo. Yo, that hurt me. He cast off the damaged outer husk and reconstructed his body, bruh. But it's a wrap for you still. But Alita is going in. Vroom, vroom. Scary, like a wild beast. I thought she was a cool-headed technical fighter. It's not technique. Her only thought now is to attack until she kills. This feral fighting spirit is her true nature, the root of Alita's strength. Mommy, mommy. Oh my goodness. Wow. You better give up on the monster's brain biochip, Professor. Nobody could stop her now. Poor Mr. Roscoe. Why the long face? It's not like you. Come on, laugh like you always do. Give us a good ka-ha-ha. Yo. Ka-ha-ha-ha-ha. Wow. Oh, this is wild. Yo. Like, this is so interesting, man. It's gonna take me a while. At some point, I definitely want to have a stream about, like, once I'm done. I think once I'm done with a certain point, once I get to a certain point, once I get to chapter, like, once I finish with this omnibus, I'm gonna have an Alita stream. Once I finish with this last order omnibus, we're gonna have an Alita stream. I'll invite some folks onto the stream. We're gonna have a discussion about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right? Because I should have had one after I finished the first 5. But I definitely want to have one after I finish this omnibus. Okay. Because this is wild. Like, all the different stages of developmental like psychology and like of just people. Very interesting. All right. Jim. Wow. And then an embryo. That's wild, yo. Wow. I can't remember anything. So sleepy. And I can hear something. It's a song from long ago. I hear a song. Maybe now I can go back to it. Wow. This is a beautiful splash panel. 1 week later. Is your body all fixed now, Alita? Sure is. But was this really the right thing to do? Again, the battles in Alita never disappoint. They're never, like, awful. There's always so much meaning behind them. Very cool. Wow, a monument with Sachimoto, aka Jim's wow. It's not like Sachimoto's dead, you know. If he wakes up, goes berserk again. No, it's okay. We talked this over and everyone agreed. And a reminder of our it's a monument to our reconciliation. and a reminder of our foolishness and our sin. We must not ever forget what has happened in these last 2 weeks. Jim was us. He felt despair in our steed and protested our fate. We will never forget Jim Roscoe. Thank you, Alita. I'm here now because of you too. I didn't do anything. There are many mysteries in being alive. And from birth, everyone carries those mysteries deep inside. Some never notice the mysteries, while some confront them head on and die confused, still carrying them. To those who seek answers, these mysteries are a curse. But to those who take action, they are a blessing. For no matter how much power or influence someone has, these mysteries cannot be conquered. I love that. Like the way Kishido like what you use Sachimoto to like depict the different stages of like child development with like the embryo, the child, like I mean or just like bodily development, right? Like in that sense, from conception and all those sort of different types of things. Very interesting. Very interesting. You know, and it's something that's supposed to be it's supposed to make you want to think about certain things, right? About Jim and how as he was sort of moving throughout the battle, he just like he was kind of already, right? He was already at a particular sort of state, right? Mentally, he was sort of moving in between these states. Like he was sort of like somewhere in what's the word I'm looking for? I'm like, I don't know why I'm at a loss for words, but like that in between state, right? There's a word for it, and I for the life of me I can't remember what that is, but that in between state, just sort of like between like the Jim Roscoe who was like a genius and knew particular things and was like a fully fleshed sort of like adult, and then this juvenile toddler-esque sort of individual in sort of Sachimoto who just was like, hey, I want to play and I want to destroy blocks and I want to do all these different things and haha, that tickles and that sort of thing. And just sort of moving in between those at like before, during, and after the battle. Well, not after the battle, but like before and during the battle. And then once Alita sort of like had a sort of not epiphany, but like just that moment that Alita generally has when she grows through battle and her sense of self solidifies through battle. Like there was also sort of like there was like in on one sense Alita had this sort of growth and sort of solidification of who she is as a warrior, as a person, and as someone who was living. And then on the other side you have Jim, who was just at right as Alita's doing that, and as her identity is solidifying, right, and her sense of self is solidifying, Jim is just regressing. Like the more Alita's solidifying, the more Jim regresses until he's just this embryo. And it's just like, that's so good, man. Come on, son. All right. The visual metaphors for that. Clean. All right. It's just that, like, again, Alita's battles don't disappoint. There are always all these layers to them. And again, you don't have to have like a million layers to your battle. Like just because you have layers doesn't mean that like your battle is great. But Kishido is great at having that stuff there, but not but making sure that it enhances the battle as opposed to like sort of making it stale. All right, like the battles are still clean, they're still great, they're aesthetically pleasing, they're dope. Just really, really great stuff. Really, really great stuff. Oh man. Oh, Zex. Okay, Zex. Ah, cool, cool, cool. All right, I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Z. Okay. Phase 11 is entitled Even So. Good morning, Alita. Time for breakfast, Alita. Good morning, Lou. Huh? Oh, yeah, they do look very similar. Okay, I can see that. What the? Oh, Pam, it's you. You're still half asleep. Oh, right. I'm into Forest, the MIB Corps. Where's Marge? Mom and the others are in the back. Did you find out anything about Lou? I'm afraid not, Alita. What's Lou like? A lot like you. What? For real? Kinda slow and inept. Yeah. Alita's being mean to me. Oh, peas in a pod. Yeah, that's true. You say Pam looks like Lou? Then they might have DNA from the same genetic stock. I see that a lot. The same stock? You mean this place is full of strangers who might be close relatives? Factory systems are 53% online. Resource import has been secured. Okay. Wouldn't that create a risk of incest? Our ability to reproduce is removed at birth. We can still have sex normally, though. I feel so sorry for these girls. Most of the boys were killed in the recent chaos. Mrs. Mahan. I believe that we should at least return the right of our natural childbirth to our new generation, about to be born. But it's not fair that only girls can do it. Why not let the boys get pregnant too? Natural propagation might lead to a population explosion. That's a tough one. What do you think, Alita? I want to play it just once. DNA organ. Wow. No, it's a biohazard. Something weird might come out. Master Alita, I have a message from Professor Nova. He's found Lou? MIB Core, Disposal Division. What a gloomy place this is. Oh, it's Alita. Hey, over here. Zex's body was repaired. Look. It was not. Zex? Yo. Yo, you got a problem? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Chibi sex. Hey, you better not be laughing at me. You better not be laughing at me, yo. Is it an interactive interface? Where'd you find it? In the trash. We just snapped in Sex's brain chip. I was in that body once. It's good training for fighting giants like Den. What? Really? But it's so top heavy. Pretty gullible. Where is Lou? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wait, this is a double page panel thread, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. What the? I mean, this page is incredible. Lou, I wasn't looking for your friend, mind you, but I came across this as I was examining the brain biochip production line. And that frozen meat's an empty shell, by the way. Her brain biochip wasn't left inside. Oh no. The MIB takes a eugenics view of crime, dividing it into 3 categories. Okay, that was what was going on in I should have read that beforehand, but it's whatever. I'll read it out. I'll read it after I'm done with the stream, and then I'll reread this part so I have a better understanding of what's sort of being said. The MIB takes eugenics view of crime, dividing it into 3 categories, each of which is treated differently. Genetically predisposed criminals. That's what I was reading before I moved on to chapter 10, I want to say. Genetically predisposed criminals are cast out. Simple criminals are rehabilitated. And ideological criminals are studied before they're disposed of. Here. Ugh. It's so trash, yo. Even without a genetic predisposition towards crime, some harbor ideologies that would lead to the overthrow of a managed society. These people have their brain chips removed, dismantled, and analyzed so as to discover the thought processes that led to the ideological crime. Usually, the body is broken down and the DNA recycled. But as you can see, for some reason, the system stalled at the freezing stage, most likely due to my hacking into the MIB. Nova, please, bring Lou back to life. You can do it, can't you? So good. How would it benefit me to revive your friend? If you bring her back to life, I'll do anything you say. Oh my, in that case, please kill all the Tefarian survivors. Yo, what? Do you vow to bring back Lou? What? She'll do it? A true pal. This'll be fun. Master Alita. Wow, what? Just kidding. There would be sadistic pleasure in watching you run amok, but for research purposes, I don't want to limit your free will. As long as Lou's biochip is gone, it is impossible to revive her, even with karmatronics. Impossible? But her body, it's right here. Why can't you bring her back? Come on, Alita, we've been over this. But I get it. She's like hurting. She's hurting right now. All right. Now you're being irrational. What you would have me do? What would you have me do? Make a clone of her? That would be without sense or meaning. A clone would be genetically identical, but wouldn't have Lou's memories, her personality. She'd be a totally different person who just looks like Lou. How do you define human? Physical characteristics? Genetic data? I wonder. If it is possible for a body or brain to be replaced by a machine, then what makes a human human is the information in her personality and memories. Once that data has dissipated, it's proper to define that as death. Death. Heavy. Them tears, yo. Yep. A warrior. Huh. The strongest on Earth? Huh. I haven't changed one bit from the day I lost Hugo. I'm still powerless. And in a moment of desperation, I was about to make a devil's pact with Nova. How can I ever face Nola and the others? I'm the lowest of the low. That's surprising to me. It's very surprising to me that she would make that decision. To kill off the survivors to bring back Lou? I don't understand that. I mean, part of it is... Part of it is, I think, in the way that it is what Kishido has presented here in this world, and the way that like, but before we've gotten to this place, right? This idea of death and Nova and Alita sort of having this conversation about what death is, and what it means to be alive, and what it means to be a person. Is like this world, like it's so not easy, but in this context of the people that are right are accessible, right, in terms of the means of recreation, of restoration, you know what I mean, reviving, right? Like I think Alita has like been like so accustomed to people just being able to like be revived in essence, even herself, right? That it's like, okay, maybe then maybe she's thinking, if I kill off these people, then I could just bring them back to life at some other point in time, right? Which is kind of like, whoa. All right, I don't know what's going on with Alita, but I mean, clearly, like she's going through it. She's going through a lot, It's wild. It's wild out here. But it's very interesting to see that she could make that decision. Hmm. Master, I have a message from Professor Nova. We depart for Kethares tomorrow via the orbital elevator. Oh, Kethares, we're going to Kethares. Yeah, let's go. Alita, go to hell. Now, don't be like that. There may be one last option. The initiation that all Tefarians undergo at age 19. Where do you think the living brains that are extracted at that time go? Huh? This past year, I've done all the research I can into Tefaras and Ketharas, and what I learned is rather extraordinary. The brains, let's see, which one do I read first? I want to say, okay, the brains removed during the grand initiation ritual are promptly whisked away, still alive, to Kethares on the orbital elevator. There, they are joined together in a matrix made up of many brains. I've seen this before. This is where if you haven't seen Psychopaths, this is like very like psychopathy. All right, and I have no doubt that this. I mean, and to me, it's like very clear that like Psychopaths is like taking from this, or this is taken from Psychopaths. I'm not sure. I gotta look into it. I gotta figure out which one was made before. But this is like something that has like been done in other like science fiction texts and stuff like that. All right. And I have no doubt that this matrix forms part of the central electronic brain known as, I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna go with Mel. All right. I guess it's Melchizedek. It's likely that Mel is not a single computer, but instead a giant network. Whew. Lord. Why rely on such an inefficient system of live brains when they possess brain biochip technology? There are many questions even I can't answer. You mean Lou's brain is still alive in Kethares? It is possible. Just possible. But even if we can recover her brain, there's a danger that her ego has disintegrated. And even if it is intact, she'll be the Lou she was at 19. She'll know nothing of what happened in the GIB. Nothing about you. Even so. Ooh, that's a panel. Yo. Wow. I'm sorry, figure. I'm going on a journey for a while. Chaos. One day, the time will come when Tefaras will need your strength. It's in your hands. For I am going to space. Yo. Wow. All right, we're on chapter 12 now. All right, so I'm gonna go use the restroom very quickly because I gotta do that now, so I can continue with the stream. All right, I might read more chapters. I might read let me know where I should stop, and I'll be right back. All right, but just let me know where I should stop. So let's see. Gotta figure out how to turn off this camera. All right. Mute. But like, yeah, let me know where I should stop. All right. And then we'll go into it. Okay. Let's see. 17 is a perfect place to stop. Oh my lord. We are at chapter 12. Yeah, I feel like Psychopath probably took from this, which makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. If I like, maybe think about it. Okay, all right. So we'll do. I think I'll probably end up doing. Maybe I'll. Let me see. Let me see what chapter 12 gives us. All right, and then I'll stop. I think I'll stop at. I think I'll stop at 12. I think that's what I'll do. All right. Oh, wow, okay. We have like a flashback. So chapter 12 is entitled How Grave a Sin It Is to Dream. Okay. The Scrapyard, Southern District. Koyomi, 14 years old. Hey, revolutionary Koyomi. Sir, can you spare? Shoot, go away. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Please. Shut up. You want to eat my fist? Oh, my lord. Boom! And dude got hit by a car. Ooh! Hey, stupid bastard. A patient? Time to operate. Oh boy. Bum's got no chips. Let's check. Pew. Ooh, looks terrible. Phew, good lord. Yeah. You know him? This guy's no good. Look at the mark on his pillory. He belongs to Vector. We don't need that kind of grief. Leave him be. Street surgery. Pay for a gawking? What'd you do to my body? Pay by the month? Yeek. Still there. And alive. Tough devil. She flipped a coin. Wabi Sabi Antiques. A Vector franchise where Koyomi and her father are boarding. Pops, give me a towel. My shop no deal people. Sorry, he won't cause you any trouble. Huh, this man. Wound? It's not serious, but very skinny. I am amazed to see him alive again. What? You know Chaos? Oh, that's... Wow, what? Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. Shortly after mess with Barjack, I happened in Mr. Vector's building that day. I heard your last broadcast, Chaos. Why does a radio star need a black market broker? I was told that you hold the greatest authority in the city. I want your help. Take a look at this. A tower to Tafaris? He got planned to make tower 2.5 kilometers high with discard materials to connect Tafaris with surface. We all thought he'd crazy. Tafaris and the surface must learn to coexist. But if that is ever to happen, the scrapyard must first unite under one cause. Will you help me? A fool's errand, but well thought out. There's no law on how high we can build. But this part... Oh, smack. Man, Vector's terrible. What? I mean, we already knew this, though. What was that for? Stop. Oh, they beat him down. Mr. Vector, good man, but he real scary. I realized anew. Kill him? Nah, bring the cuff. I was born in a poor village on the outskirts. I came to this town when I was 9, 40 years ago. I was surrounded by hoodlums, conmen, and psycho bastards, but I survived and gradually built up a reputation, all thanks to a certain talent I have. I can see in an instant if someone is lying, see it in his eyes, even if he is a cyborg. And looking into your eyes, I can see that they aren't clouded at all. You believe your words with all your heart. Then why? Because, youngster, I don't believe in words. Huh. I'll keep you alive for now. What are you doing? Come again on this day next year. If you can still talk about your silly dream, then I'll decide whether to kill you or set you free. Few more days is 1 year. Wow. Here, he made it for you. Be grateful. Thank you. Ooh, man, he looks terrible. Koyomi, bring me some booze. Shut up. Drunkards should stay in bed. Huh? Koyomi? So you finally noticed. I was supposed to be sold off to pay for Dad's operation, but Mr. Vector... But I don't need to explain. You've got your psychometry. You got your psychometry. Here, another gift from the shopkeeper. You owe me one. You owe him one. Oh, his sword. Dope. Your sword and your plans. In the end, they made their way from Mr. Vector's place to here. The shop keeps giving you a special deal. They're free. Oh, he just broke down in tears, man. Ooh, the surface and Tafara's coexisting? A tower to Tafara's? It's all talk. He's all talk. He always has been. So why? Why does my heart ache? Mr. Buick, Fury, the Barjack guys, Master Den. I don't know what's right anymore. I can't believe in anything anymore. It's rare for the rain to let up like this. Do you know what day this is? I've kept your schedule open for the whole day. But what do you expect from that young man? Do you really imagine he'll show up? Expect? I just stay on my guard. Call the bodyguard too, as you wish. Barter Street, across gate 222. 2. So you're chaos. Koyomi told me all about you. Get on. I'll take you to the farm. Hey, hold on. You never told me you were giving a ride to a dirty hobo. Oof. Dummy. I don't like it either. But Koyomi saved us when Barjack caught us. We have to return the favor. And look at him. Used to be a radio star, and now he's nothing. Hey, wait, where you going? He didn't get on? Why not? How should I know? He wandered off like he was sleepwalking. He wouldn't. No way. But... Uh-oh. At long last, I've come to understand. Thank you for coming. The boss is waiting for you. Wow. To speak of dreams, to stir people's hearts, to gain their trust, and then let them down, it's a sin. Master Pismo, what do you think? At last I understand how grave a sin it is to dream. I sense he is already dead. He plans to die for his dream? What a letdown. What do you have left to say for yourself? You think you're so cool showing your face here? It's too late to beg for your life. Oh. Wow. The plane got to him. Alita's plane. Oh. Yo, the psychometry. Yo. A paper airplane? Huh? Who threw that? Alita. Lou. I want to fly a paper airplane too. Give me that. Don't you dare touch me. Woo! I don't know how to wield a blade. I don't at all. I have no sword skills. But clean. Eliminated. Let's go. Huh? Why you... My body. I can't move it. Get off me. He drew the sword. Hey, no photos. He severed the power lines and neutral circuits of all three of their bodies, rendering them immobile. Such keen skill. Feudal sword art. Hanagiri. Heh. Looks like this is where you come in, Master Fizmo. Hanagiri. Certainly an exquisite technique, but only capable of defeating a novice. I am schooled in a supersonic blade draw. Yo, how can this be? He's like a different man. That stance. I can't see an opening anywhere. All I did for an entire year was crawl in my belly through the alleys like a snake. I haven't started anything, Vector. Supersonic. It's a wrap for you, sir. Yo. Woo, that's clean. That's a panel. He broke my Neo Kanasada with one hand. Feudal sword art. Raijinto. Ooh. Yeah, it's like some thunder blade stuff. Anytime I see Ride, I know Ride, thunder. You know what it is. Alright, I know a little bit. Alright. Without a dream in their hearts, people die. But if you carry your dream around without acting on it, it rots away. The only way to atone for the sin of dreaming is to make that dream reality. I love it. Neo Kanasada. A famous sword was forged by the swordsmith Kanasada Izuminokami of Mino in the later years of the Muromachi era. Later becoming a favorite of Hijikata Toshizo. Alright, Toshizo. Vice captain of the Shinsengumi. Or the Shinsengumi. This is not that sword. Okay. Raijinto. Dust Thunderblade. Okay. Huh. I don't believe in dreams. Still, I feel like investing in your crazy scheme. Alita, I got your message loud and clear. Hey, that was dope. Okay. Man. Alright, I gotta move on to chapter 13, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna stream until 5. Okay. Here. Alright, chapter 13, y'all. Here, take one of these. Alita does that. It always does that. I gotta keep going. Alright. Here, take one of these. You first. You're so distrustful. They're antibody capsules. They'll ward off invading nanomachines. They're not toxic. So there's a possibility Kethares might be hostile. Even if it's with our heroic lineup, I doubt we'll face any real threats. This is stuff like this. You always have to remember these moments. Like if Professor Nova, if you're Alita, and Professor Nova's like, here, take this pill. You know what I mean? And he's like, here, take this pill. You gonna be like, right? Of course. I'd be super skeptical. And I have a feeling that later on we're gonna see this pop up again. Later on we're gonna see, excuse me, we're gonna see this pop up again. All right, let's keep it going. Okay. Ladder is not to be trusted, I fear. But like the ancient Chinese proverb says, to catch a tiger cub, one must enter the tiger's lair. Enter the tiger's lair. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right. Attributed to Ban Chao, circa 32 to 102 AD. A Chinese general of the Eastern Han Dynasty in Ho Hanshu. The history of the later Han. The space city Kethares. Huh. Beep, beep, bleep, bloop. Huh? Wow, how pretty. Look, it's Earth. Have you two forgotten our plan? Don't step out of the elevator until Zex and I check things out. Who made her the boss of us? She's just jealous because we're best friends. Let's see. What does that say? Octolips, go play on a mine. Grr, I'll kill them someday. Yeah, they're terrible. Alright, let's bring this back. Sneaking around isn't my style. Doubt they've dug up any pitfalls. With gravity only a third of Earth's. Feeling light is a bonus, but moving fast would take some skill. Electromagnetic senses at their sharpest focus. Damn, some kind of shield at work. Okay then. Ooh. Active sonar? I'd fire cannon shells myself. The shockwaves aren't reflecting back. We're in danger. But I'm more than prepared for a little danger. I have to bring Lou back to life, no matter what it takes. I can't return to the surface without her. Isn't anyone going to welcome us? Don't you have any manners? Huh. Ah, I beg your pardon? My name is Aga Umbadi. Okay, I see. I am the High Technocrat Minister and Assistant Chairman of Ladder. Not a hologram. Normal body temp, flesh and blood, unarmed. Echolocation this time. I'd snap a couple of limbs first. Zex is so funny, yo. She's just like, everything is. She's like, look at all this finesse. Like, I just, shoot some bullets, break some arms. You know. Do what I do. Welcome to Ketherez. This is the world's zenith. Okay, all right. My name's Alita. Thank you. You may stand back now. I wish to speak with Nova. Yo, this man just said, bruh. Uh-oh. It's Sunny with a chance of blood. Yo, facts. Huh? Is saving her pal that important? Where's her pride? Yo. Destinova, you are our son. What an odd thing to say. I thought there had been no DNA exchange between Ketherez and Tifaris. The Gene Project. Also called the Genetic Engineering Nurtured Extra Intelligence Project. Ladder developed it 154 years ago. It was an attempt to produce people of genius-level intellect by introducing a program into the Tifaris DNA organ. By nature, a genius is a danger to a well-ordered society. However, Tifaris represented a safe test environment, isolated from the outside world. 99% of those born with abnormally high intelligence exhibited mental instability and committed suicide or were disposed for genetic crime. Out of the remaining 1%, those who outwitted MIB and survived the hardships necessary to make it here number only 4, including you. You have passed the test. You are our son. Nova. Of course I knew that Mr. Roscoe and I had been manufactured. Mr. Roscoe must have found out when he reached the DNA organ. Unfortunately, he could not bear the truth. His psyche was insufficiently diabolical. In the artificiality of my upbringing, I am no different from all of you who were made as combat androids. However, whether we are creatures of free will or automated machines depends not on how we're born or what our bodies are made of, but on how we have lived. Experience, yo. Destinova. So all these years, he sought freedom just like me. Yeah, he's still a bum. He's still a piece of garbage to me. I get it. I understand what's sort of going on here, right? I get what Kishida's doing, but you know, the man's still trash. He's still trash. Okay. Are you satisfied? Now step out of the elevator. I have one question first. The 3 Tafarians of abnormal intelligence who came here before me, what are they doing now? Curious about your predecessors? They are still in Ketharaz, devoted to their research. Here in space, eternal youth is a reality thanks to nanotechnology. I'll be 222 years old this year. I see. Alita? Whoa. You'll be our hostage until we know we're safe here. It is wise to be wary, though I'd be more careful in regard to touching a potential enemy. Ah, that's interesting. Nanotechnology, y'all. You gotta be careful. Everything you do. She might have just been infected with something. You don't even... Right? Now. Okay. I want to fire something off. She's just like, I want to shoot something. Something's wrong. Get back. Uh-oh. Whoa. Huh? Yo, Destiny was just getting pulled towards something. Wow, he's in some kind of rectangular prism. This is weird. Stop this. If you don't, idiot. Act first, threaten later. Heh. So that's where you were hiding. That's slow throw. That slow throw won't get me. Whoa. I can't. Look. Whoa. Right in the head. Ooh. But he's flesh and blood. He can't. Whoa. You're built a little differently from the other androids. It took physical contact to assess you. I'm not a robot. I get it now. He isn't stronger than me. They've hacked my body. Man. As punishment for twisting my arm, give my shoe a kiss. Bruh. Yo. These folks are trash. The stinkiest of doo-doo, yo. Ugh. This man's so garbage. Hey, plasma, let's go. Yo, she cut herself in half. It's impossible to break free. The Q polymer drains the energy from the nanobots, reducing their speed 10,000-fold. Nova. What I said was no lie. The other geniuses are still alive, inside my skull. That's how I got my alias, Trinidad. That's an interesting name to give him. If I add your brain biochip, I might have to change my name to Quadra. This man a whole bum. Wow, I don't want to die in this dorky position. Don't throw me out. At least we will die together, Master. Utter defeat. I'm completely powerless. Lou. Wow. Yo, they're just out in space in these cubes, yo. Bruh. That's wild. All right, let's keep it going. That was a great chapter. That was really, really good. I like that chapter a lot. Like a lot. Whoa. I feel like those pills will probably come in. The pills that were mentioned earlier will come in into play here. All right. Phase 14, King of the Land of Robots, and this man got butterfly glasses. I gotta admit, those are pretty clean. He a bum, right? He a whole loser, but the butterfly glasses in this panel are pretty clean. I gotta admit. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay. At this rate, we'll be incinerated by atmospheric friction. But if damn, it's no use. I can't even produce plasma. Wait, this feels familiar somehow. Huh? Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay. Who's that, Mr. 100? Number 100? Yo. Clink. Yay, we're saved. But by whom? A Catharian? Scram, out of my way. Bloop, bloop. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Little robot. Molecular lock code, MC42. Can you make a key, boss? No prob. Piece of cake. Wow. Picking a fight with Trinidad of all people. Yeah. There's nothing as hazardous as ignorance. Yo. Who is this dude? Damn. Yo, Nova. All the knowledge of the man known as Destinova and his Atman, his true self. Very interesting panels. This assimilation will be an ordeal like no other. The universe will not tolerate failure. The assimilation ceremony must be flawless, completely flawless. But I have plenty of time. Mr. Mbadi, the latter session is starting. This one robot, she's so emotional, like a hysterical woman from olden times. The misogyny is legit here. Hey, I'm sorry, but just so you know, I'm not a robot. Really? I was sure you were a robot cat who fell out of someone's pocket. Just a joke, no harm done. My name's Ping Wu. Kale here is my partner. Comes in handy. Nice to meet ya. Relax, you'll be safe here. You're in Asil, the robot underworld of Kethares. Circumstances out there forced me to move here. It's been 100 years now. I'll thaw these pests later. The nerve. No fair. My name's Alita. That was close. Thanks. Huh? What's that? I didn't hear. Thank you for saving me. Oh, thank you? That's it? Let me get this straight. You don't really think that repays me for saving your life, do you? Another bum. I already know that this is really valuable. Master. Hacking surveillance circuits and spying on Tefarians and Ketharans is my hobby. I saw you guys in action down there. To part with that box would be a great loss, but I owe you my life. If that's what you want, it's yours. Though I don't even know what's in it. So you want to get your friend's brain back, right, Alita? Hire me then. I can be a lot of help. I know Kethares inside and out. All of Trinidad's attack tricks. Of course, I don't come cheap. Master, don't trust him. He's shady. Yeah, he's super shady. Then Deckman's right. But I take the devil's help right now. I'd like to hire you, but I don't have anything to pay you with. Really? Don't hold out on me. Stop that. What do you call these? Those are Nova's brain biochips, the ones Jim Roscoe took. How'd they get inside number 100? Ah, I don't mean to hide them. They got left on the DNA organ console, and I thought they might come in useful. I can't give you those chips. They're dangerous. They'll fetch a good price then. Could bring me millions if I make the right deal. And what do you mean dangerous? You don't give a crap what this info would do to the world, do you? No need to play goody-goody with me. We're birds of a feather. You'll go to the wall for your pals and kill anyone who irritates you. To hell with morals and laws. Who cares whether strangers live or die? It's all about you. If you like them, they'll live. And if not, I can't deny it. You're right. I just want Lou alive again. One now, the other if you succeed. I can live with that. It's a deal. Boss, we got trouble. Landon Nam Nam is pissed. He found out already? Well, duh. Aw, come on, guys. Beep, beep. What's up, everybody? Pip, pip, pip. Ping Wu broke Robo Asil law. Saved one who was not to be saved. Landon Nam Nam would not forgive. Now, let's not be so serious. Landon Nam Nam says, eject into space. We will carry out command. Uh-oh. Yeek, master! Get your grubby hands off of me, you block-headed robot. I don't need a whole body to deal with you. Which one of you is Landa Nam Nam? I'll take him on. Yo. Whoa. Time out. Calm down, all of you. Stop. Don't stop me. I'm in the fighting mood now. Cool it. Chill. What's the point of robots hurting each other? Who are you calling a robot? I'll talk to Landa myself. We will defer action. Inside the outer wall. You grow attached to robots after living with them for a century. They're descended from bots brought here from all over the solar system for the big repair job 190 years ago. So they're all different models. Their uniqueness is what makes them cute. But a robot is only a machine. I don't see why you're so attached to them. Bleep, 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 bleep. What are they doing? Looks like a dice game. Playing CeeLo. Gambling robots. I taught him Chinchi Rorin. Had to teach him about currency first. They've smartened up a lot. Won't fall for the old tricks anymore. Now they even invent new ways to cheat. The robots have a symbiotic relationship with Kethres. Robot Asil gets the electricity and materials it needs to maintain itself in exchange for repairing damaged Ketherian structures. It's all automatic. No one in Kethres is ever involved. Sort of like Tafara is in the scrapyard. That exchange built Robo Asil. But Landa is afraid they'll find out about us. Who is this Landa Nam Nam? A mutant robot. Best intellect here. He's the king of the land of robots. And Ping Wu, try to recall how it was when you first arrived. Uh-oh. You came here in ES 490. What's ES? Era Sputnik. Standard dating system used in space. The year the first artificial satellite Sputnik was launched into space, 1957. Marks the first year. Years are based on the period of Earth's rotation around the sun. Okay. Okay. You despaired of the human world. Saying you had lost your friends and your purpose. Is that so? Long time ago. Must have forgot. I've received the divine message from Mel, god of robots, and I, Landa Nam Nam, treated the forlorn human Ping Wu with mercy. On one condition, that he abide by the laws of Robo Asil and never interfere with the human world again. Have you forgotten even that, Ping Wu? You've got it all wrong. Don't rewrite history to suit you. If your memory is really that hazy, I'll remind you. I was the one who taught you human language. I came up with the names Landa Namnam and Robo-Rasil. I was the one who said Mel was the god of robots. Thinking, feeling, gambling, cheating, money, faith, all of it. I made the laws of Robo-Rasil all by myself. And now I realize your fear of people in Ketharas is just a reflection of my own fear. Consciously and unconsciously, I use you all as a firewall to protect me from that world. So then, if you have broken your own law, you will now forsake us and return to the world you fled? Ping, my friend. You found a reason to live again? I'm just a scoundrel. I can only repay kindness with wrongs, but I'll never forget you. Ping, my friend. You will no longer teach us the names of the stars? Thank you for everything. I, Landa Namnam, shall turn myself off for 24 hours. Go where you will in the meantime. You're such a jerk. Landa Namnam, the king of the land of robots, and my friend. Tell me something I don't know. Whew, okay. That was 14. Gonna do one more chapter. Oh. All right, we're gonna do one more chapter and then we'll be done. Or I don't know, I might stop here. I might stop at 14. Cause I think this is a fine place. This is an okay place to stop. So I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, just because I'm really hungry, and I don't want the stream to be like super long. Like I don't want it to be like way over 2 hours. So I'm gonna stop here. All right. And then next time I'll continue from. Okay. I'll stop at 15. All right. Oh, wait. So should I read 15? Let me know. Let me know if I should read 15. All right. If I should read 15, let me know, and then I'll read 15. All right. And if so, then I'll read 15, and then I'll stop with 15. Take a bit of a break. All right, take a bit of a break, and then I'll get to my other two manga chapters that I want to react to, in like 30 minutes or an hour. So. Okay. All right. Let's see. Phase 15 is entitled, I'm Sure We'll Meet Again. Okay. Let's do it. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Justine. Okay. Look. This is a blueprint of the incubator, where Tefarian's brains are integrated. Your friend must be in here somewhere. Lou, do you have to cry every time? But why would they do such a horrible thing? That's funny. Right and wrong. It's all in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Those brains could be the happiest ones in the world for all you know. There's no way. What the hell do you mean? It's a long story. Want to hear it? Tell me. The incubator was created to augment a public order system called Unanimous. Excuse me. Even the robots of Robo-Asil get into fights and deceive each other. But no Catharian has committed suicide or a crime or even fought in the last 100 years. Actually, it's dull. But from another perspective, it's a pleasant, perfect society. It's possible thanks to an intracranial security system called Unanimous. Catharians have nano-machines called peacekeepers installed in their brains. On the surface, it's just a handy computer implant that lets you access the Melnet on the fly for any data you might want. but its real function is to enforce laws on the synaptic level. The Peacekeeper spies on all synaptic activity. Criminal intent merits a shock to the brain's pain center. Good behavior, a gentle jolt to the pleasure center. It's sort of like having an unbribable cop inside your head, supervising you full time. Wow. Within a year, you're Pavlov's dog. And the best part, you never realize your free will is being controlled. Ugh. Why are we talking about this? What does it have to do with Lou? Hold your horses. You see, Unanimous seemed perfect, but there was one fatal flaw. They could control the brain, but not the background noise given off by every cell in the body. That makes up the unconscious, which couldn't be controlled. Unpredicted crimes and suicides broke out. Then a scientist from Tafaris proposed a novel solution to this difficult problem. Tafarian brains that had previously been tossed out as waste products were recycled and connected, living on in a collective dream world, a vast inner fantasy called the Argo Navis. Wow, that's wild, man. The contingency plans that like it's truly like amazing in the sense that it's like wow, it's like wow, like just wow. That's all I can say about that. Like, damn. But it's also like so incredibly sad. Like the dystopian like nature of it all. Oh, just terrible. A vast inner fantasy called the Argo Navis. They probably don't even know they're nothing but brains. So Lou is dreaming? When Catharians sleep, the Peacekeeper is dedicated and they're automatically connected to Argo Navis. To put it bluntly, it's a public toilet for the Catharian unconscious. Man. That's a good way to say it. Right? Because there's the wow factor of it, but that's like the like dystopian, like horrible nature of it. I want to kill everyone who did this to Lou. Why the rush? Humanity's on its way out anyhow. Please get Lou out of there as quickly as possible. Easy for you to say. Incubator block is in the deepest part of Kethares, with the highest security. How are we gonna pick just one person out of 20,000 unlabeled brains? And even if we do get her out, what'll you do with her then? Where will you run carrying that slimy blob? I don't know. Figuring all that stuff out is your job. That's right. Just remember you'd be up a creek without me. First, we'll have to escape from Kethares. What? Hold on. That wasn't part of the deal. Don't panic. We'll come back. Landa told us to hightail it out of here. Right. Landa, the last pal you betrayed. I don't trust this guy. What if he goes back on his word and runs out after we leave Kethares? What's that? What's that wary look about? Don't trust me? Fine. Don't trust me? Fine. I'll let you in on part of my plan. Every 10 years, Kethares puts on its biggest event, the ZOT tournament, or the ZOT tournament. 3 months from now, we march in as an official team, look for an opening, and make off with the brain. Sounds exciting, right? Who's on this team? You guys, of course. Stealing's my game. I'll leave the fight scenes to you. Master, number 100 thinks we should go. You too? We need time and electricity to repair your body. We can't get those here. Then it's settled, says the thief. Boss, the ladder session is about to start. Want to take a peek and see just what a shithole this world really is? Short for Zenith, or ZOT tournament. Short for Zenith of Things tournament. It began as an experiment to see how robots would fare against trained soldiers. Should be interesting. Mr. Mbadi, sir, this gentleman has a gift for you. We've tested it for safety, sir. Choice ice cubes from Saturn's rings. Wow. Good. Thank you, I accept. Then the matter we discussed. In the name of peace and happiness for all humanity, I hereby convene the 1355th session of Ladder, the Solar System Treaty Mediatory Council. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you both for telling me to read this chapter. Wow. Before we begin, please allow me to present Mr. Fournier, whose predecessor, Mr. Dupuy, passed away from spontaneous human combustion. Okay. Ladder chairman, Yajanik. How do you do? As Swift once advised us, eat the children. Thus, I have brought a specialty of my country, roasted infant meat hominid. That's nasty. Republique Venus Chief Delegate Fournier. Infant meat hominid? That's disgusting. A non-sentient species, genetically engineered for human nutrition, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, a perfect balance since they're so similar to us. Yeah, it's disgusting. Frankly, I'd prefer chicken. Yo. But it's so interesting, right? That, like, even in that joke, it's like there are layers to it, because it's like, I'm like, ew, gross, why are you eating people? But then it's also like, ew, gross, why are you eating chickens? You know what I mean? It's like there's levels to it. There's levels to this. So it's a good joke. I like it. Spontaneous human combustion, a phenomenon in which a human body catches fire with no apparent cause. All right. Jonathan Swift, 1667 to 1745, a British satirist and author of Gulliver's Travels. Right. Infant meat hominid, Homo Esculentus. Okay. Republique Venus. Venus, the second planet from the sun, radius at equator, 6,052 kilometers. Period of rotation, 243 days. Period of revolution, 224.7 days. ES242. First Venusian. I guess Venusian. Space colony. First Venusian space colony built in orbit. ES250. Republique Venus. Consisting of several colonial states. Founded terraforming projects. Progress. All right. Oh wait, hold on. ES250. Republique Venus. Consisting of several colonial states founded. Terraforming projects progress. Planet has mean surface temperature over 400 degrees Celsius, 90 millimeters Hg atmospheric pressure, and a sky covered by a dense cloud of sulfuric gas. Construction of huge solar shield at the Lagrange point, cools atmosphere with current surface temperatures of minus 50 degrees Celsius. Wow. Ownership of Enceladus, the icy moon required for final stages terraforming, in dispute with a Jupiter union, thus terraforming only half finished. Okay. That's a lot of information. I got to look back at that when I get the chance. Floating cities 8 kilometers above the surface. That makes sense. Lagrange points. Points near two orbiting masses where the gravitational pull cancels each other out, stabilizing the orbit of the third mass. Proven by French mathematician Lagrange. 1736 to 1813. Born 1736, died 1813. Enceladus. Moon, also known as Saturn II. Radius at equator, 251 kilometers. Discovered in 1789 by Herschel. and named after a giant of Greek mythology. A lot of information there. Okay. Wow. No poison, radiation, nanomachines, or harmful proteins detected. It is deemed safe. It seems, Mr. Fournier, that has misunderstood. We did not come here to dine. Jupiter System Union Chief Delegate, Doturov, 68. That's interesting. Apologies, I forgot Jovians have no tongues. So they're from Jupiter, right? Jovians. Like Jove. All right. Next time, I shall put motor oil on the menu. We object to that remark. It is an outrage. Yeah, this guy's he's a bum. He's straight bum. Hopefully he dies. He's probably not gonna die anytime soon, but he'll probably die. This is like one of those characters that is just like set up by Kishiro, all right, to just end up dead at some point. Okay. Venusians don't get on with Jovians. These two superpowers dominate the politics of the solar system. Are the Jovians robots? They claim to be cyborg, and non-humanoid models are all the rage right now, apparently. Jupiter System Union. Jupiter, fifth planet from the Sun, radius at equator, 71,398 kilometers. Period of rotation, 0.4 days. Period of revolution, 11.86 years. ES-263, the first colony is built on Ganymede, one of the Galilean satellites. ES-300, the Jupiter System Union declares independence, with colonies not only on the Galilean moons, but also on the Trojan asteroid clouds along Jupiter's orbital path. It maintains a healthy economy due to the wealth of mineral resources on the asteroids, and the abundance of the nuclear fusion fuel helium-3 in the Jovian atmosphere. ES-316, work begins on the Troposphere project, a giant shell to provide living space for Jupiter. Of the 16 original moons, all but 3, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, each too urbanized to sacrifice, have been consumed to provide materials for the finished troposphere. Jupiter and Venus both claim rights to Saturn's satellites and the asteroid belt, but to use resources for their terraforming efforts. Okay. That's wild. That's like terraforming on such an absurdly massive scale. It's just I can't. The mechanized metropolis on Ganymede, the largest Jovian moon. Citizens are required to be space-compatible cyborgs, so few airtight chambers are needed. Galilean satellites. 4 large moons discovered by Galileo in 1610: Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Helium-3, an isotope of helium, a deuterium helium-3 plasma reaction, operates at close to 100% efficiency, making it the ideal fuel for nuclear fission. Fusion. Fusion. So I had ordered something that's coming in. Okay. All right. Very interesting. Okay. Let's leave the boorish Jovians aside. Surely the always amenable arbitrarians wouldn't refuse. Federation Economics Minister, law here. Space City Binhar, Representative Meshash. Meshach, I guess is how you would pronounce that. Or Mishash, or Meshach. I'm not sure, but it reminds me of one of the. That name it's like a biblical name, like one of the brothers who had to prove that they were. Well, they had to prove that like they were like followers of God or whatever. So they got thrown into a furnace, like the three brothers. I think it's like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and like they like had to go. They like the king. I believe it was Nebuchadnezzar, but I can't remember. And he like threw him into a furnace, but they didn't burn because God was like protecting them or whatever. It's like, it's like one of those like stories. It's like, believe in God, right? That sort of thing. All right. Luna Colony Representative, Pompanazzi. What's wrong with them? It's that darn unanimous system working against them. When the Federation includes Ketherez, when the Federation, which includes Ketherez, gets caught between the superpowers, it puts them in a tough spot. They don't know how to respond to direct harassment like that. Turns them into idiots. Oh man. For unanimous to run smoothly, everyone needs to have the Peacekeeper installed. Binhar, the space city diametrically opposed to Ketherez, pumps oxygen and seawater from the surface via the orbital elevator for export to the colonies. The corresponding surface gate city is Nezer. Earth Orbitary Federation, the orbital ring system. All right, an orbital ring of two masses wrapped in a tube and spinning in opposite directions supports the diametrically opposed orbital elevators. The advantage of this structure is that the elevators can be constructed in places other than the equator or any desired latitude and longitude. Okay. Earth, third planet from the sun, radius at equator, 6,378 kilometers, period of rotation, 0.997 days, period of revolution, 365.26 days, satellite Luna, radius at equator, 1,738 kilometers, period of revolution, 27.32 days. Okay. Earth, cradle of the human race, ES-55, geocatastrophe, a giant meteor impact near Japan almost wipes out the entire population of the planet. 70 years later, Mel, an AI that managed to survive this extinction level event, implements the Rehabilitation Settlement Project, sending pioneers to other planets to dilute the danger of extinction. ES-218. The orbital ring system. So this is like 55 years after 1957, right? Okay. So like 2002, I want to say? Or 1957? No. That's way later. That's that math was terrible just now. That was like terrible math. 1957. Yeah, 2012. Sorry, I was like, I don't know why I was off like that. Wow, I'm wilding out here with the math. I'm wilding out here. I try to do it too quickly. Okay. All right, but this is dope. Okay, ES 2008, 218. The orbital ring system, Jacob's ladder is complete. The settlement project shows steady progress, but Earth is forced to alter its role after the colonies declare independence. ES 301, Earth and the lunar colonies declare the formation of the Earth Orbitary Federation. ES 37, Ladder, the Solar System Treaty Mediatory Council is founded on Space City Ketherez. Their unique history and political circumstances make the character of the Federation complex. Although weather patterns on the surface have been stable for 2 centuries, open redevelopment and transportation are still restricted by treaties. Right? The Sky Hook, the link between the orbital elevator and the orbital ring. The orbital ring system has undergone many repairs and its roles and functions have changed dramatically. Okay. These planetary terraforming concepts were based on the ideas of British scientist Paul Birch. Okay. No need to eat that. Say what? Yo. What? Yo, girl. All right. Take yours to go. Chairman, let's move on. Of course. Keep your eye on him. The so-called assistant chairman, Ladder's top dog. Does he have a peacekeeper? Most likely. Not that it does much good. That one's a mystery. The census results for the frontiers have been released. The rate of most likely is because he has multiple chips. So it's very difficult. So I think it'd be very difficult for like any system to deal with not only one conscious, like not only one conscious consciousness and unconsciousness, but to deal with three of those, and for all three of those to be geniuses. And now he's just putting a fourth chip. So it's just like, yeah, you know, you could have a peacemaker installed or whatever, but it's like, I don't know how useful that's gonna be against like 4 genius level consciousnesses. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about, or unconsciousness, unconsciousnesses. It's gonna be kind of tough. It's gonna be kind of tough. All right. Okay. The census results for the frontiers have been released. The rate of Methuselahization is comparatively low, and the birth rate exceedingly high, especially in the minor colonies of the asteroid belt. As a consequence, the Union has notified Ladder of a large-scale military action plan, including a hunt for juveniles. Yeah, so, but basically what they're saying here is the rate of Methuselahization is comparatively low, so that, I think that probably just means that, like, folks are not living very long. All right. And the birth rate is extremely high. So, yikes. Yikes at some of these folks. All right. The rate of new births is an issue, but we most firmly oppose such extreme measures. We didn't ask you. The Union holds all rights to the asteroid belt. I object. When did we agree to that? Why call out the army against children? Good question. Up here, children aren't allowed to exist by law. No one ages, so there's no need for progeny. In fact, they're a burden. Fear of a new generation and fear of runaway nanotech. Those are the only things that trump the superpower's petty interests. And they're the reason Ladder exists. Methuselahization. Halting the aging process by installing personal nanomachines in the body, thus making immortality a reality. Methuselah, figure in the biblical book of Genesis, is purported to have lived 969 years. All right, if y'all were raised in like any like Judeo like Christian sort of like religion or anything like that, you may know who Methuselah was because like you probably read Genesis. All right, and if you don't, then you don't. It's not a big deal. It's not super like important necessarily. Asteroid belt, or at least I did because like I had to go to church and I enjoyed Genesis. I was like they because it was just such an absurd like first book of the Bible. It's so ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous first book of the Bible. For a first book. All right. Asteroid belt, a donate-shaped region between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter in which most of the solar system's asteroids are found. Next on the agenda, spontaneous human combustion. No one knows the cause, but at this rate, scientists fear it may lead to a sudden extinction of the human race. Moving on, I would like to discuss the pros and cons of superluminal research, specifically a faster-than-light transporter replicator. By joining an EPR communicator named after Einstein, probably related to the theory of relativity, I would assume. Okay. Named after Einstein, Podolsky and Rosen, who advanced the EPR thought experiment as an argument to refute quantum mechanics, using relativity's concept that communication is impossible at speeds greater than that of light. Ironically, the experiment was verified by experimental violation of Bell's inequalities, and EPR became the name for a superluminal communicator that used electron spin. By joining an EPR communicator with nanotechnology, okay, I see, a transporter of interplanetary and perhaps intergalactic proportions could be created. There's facts. Please refer to your monitors for details. I mean, fictional facts, but facts. Scan an object, transmit the data, assembled via nanomachine. But this would require new nanomachines, which would violate the ban on nanotech research. And the original object remains in place with humans. This would cause the so-called alias problem. True. And yet, what if there was a theory that allowed complete control of nanomachines? It would render the 200-year-old ban on nanotech research and generational genocide meaningless. It is possible. with the theory of Karmatron dynamics. How we know Nova was gonna come through? The second I heard about this stuff with the nanotech, I was like, oh, Nova. Alias problem. A problem accompanying the accompanying the digitalization of humanity. If two human beings with the same memories, personality, and physical structure existed in the same society at the same time, it would presumably cause not only an existential problem, but also social unrest. If that's true, nanotechnology is appealing. No, it's too risky. Remember, all the teenagers who played with nanotechnology only to create gray goo. Shall we go back to the era of terror? Is that your fear? Remember, Mr. Embody, this has been the boldest crusader against nanotech crime. Oh, remember, Mr. Embody has been the boldest crusader against nanotech crime. He is the hero who caused Dr. Varese, the most heinous villain in history, to his defeat on Pluto. Surely everyone knows of his courageous exploits. They've been made into countless novels and dramas. True, his word has immense value. So how long would it take to prove this nano-control theory completely? Gray goo. Jargon for a disaster brought about by self-replicating nanomachines running amok. If you will allow me 30 years. The last topic on the agenda, and this is the most urgent. The incident at the Olympus spaceport on Mars. We get to Mars! Oh, let's go! Height! Mars. Yo, Alita, you know what it is! Okay. Olympus is the only public spaceport on Mars operating despite the Civil War. For a month, it has been occupied by guerrillas known as the Army of the New Third Reich. Wow. This port is operated by Olympus Payline Co., which is corporation, which is financed by Ladder. We cannot ignore the situation. This new Third Reich seems to be a nationalist neo-Nazi religious cult. The details are unclear, but we cannot underestimate the danger. What are neo-Nazis doing on Mars? He's just like, yo, what is this? Question of the day. Oh my goodness. Legend has it that Nazi Germany and the Japanese Empire built their first colony on Mars pre-ES. Mars, fourth planet from the sun. Radius at equator, 3,397 kilometers. Period of rotation, 1.026 days. Period of revolution, 686.98 days. Planet with the oldest history of settlers. The first emigration to Mars occurred by ES-53. After the geocatastrophe of Earth, construction on a full-scale colony began in ES-235. But ease of immigration and comparatively hospitable environment led to oversettling and a prolonged civil war. The planet remains divided to this day, making space access difficult. More than 80% of the surface is covered by a canopy that is self-repaired by nanomachines. Squabbles erupt over control of orbiting mirror satellites that supplement the insufficient sunlight, but the atmosphere is breathable. 4 roughly divided groups currently vie for supremacy. MRH, Mars Republic Her. Mars Republic Army, funded by Republic Venus to unify Mars and make it join the Republic. MFB, Mars Front der Befreiung, I guess. Funded by the Jupiter Union to unify Mars and make it join the Union. Mars Kingdom Parliament, latter spearheaded attempt at constitutional monarchy. Get that nonsense out of here. Army of the New Third Reich, an emergent group calling itself the Last Battalion that aims to unify Mars, resurrect the Third Reich, and conquer the entire galaxy. Yeah, bitch. All right. Wow, there are just so many garbage factions here. What's the wait? Let me see. So the four roughly divided groups to vie for supremacy: the MRH, the MFB, the Mars Kingdom Parliament, and the Army of the New Third Reich. Okay, right? They all trash. All of them vying for supremacy. Doodoo. Olympus Seaport, built in Cadera on Olympus Mons, largest mountain on Mars. Mars, that's my home. Huh? No kidding. I can only recall bits and pieces, like war. There was a war. War? There's always been war on Mars. No, a big war. Big enough to destroy entire planets. Why why am I crying? And my chest. It hurts. It's no use. I can't remember. Are you talking about the terraforming wars? That was over 200 years ago. 200 years? There was this hacker at the end of the Great War. Stole some Methuselah tech from a lab on Venus. Spread it all over the net. Ladder was set up as a result, and then a ceasefire. How old am I again? And if I'm still alive, Erica could still be out there too. She must be alive. I know I'll see her again. Send the Union space fleet to bomb them. No, now we'll see your fangs. We mustn't damage the port. Send aid to the local forces. Put them to use. I've taken the liberty of inviting a special guest to weigh in on this matter. Come in. The new Queen Limera. I guess? Lemira. Lemira. Of the Mars Kingdom Parliament. Very interesting. And that's the end of that chapter. I'm stopping there. I'm stopping there. Wow. That was that was like a top 5 chapter for Alita, definitely. Top 5 chapter for Alita. My goodness. Whew. Wow. Oh, that dude was a racist. That dude was terrible. Trash racist, yo. Wow. I'm still like I have to reread it and like, whoo, this is good. This is good. And this is the thing. You know, again, like, put in work. All right? When you write your world and you want to write a world that's incredibly expansive, put in work. Put in the work. You know, to make sure it's good. This is incredible. I gotta reread this chapter, definitely. I'm probably gonna reread it on my own right before I do the next Alita stream. This is incredible. There's so much. I don't even know where to start. I mean, again, Kichido has done such a phenomenal job at setting up this space, this part. When it comes to Last Order, like, it's so massive. It's so massive. I like different factions and the different factions on those planets. Beautiful. So I'm very invested in that. And I'm invested in sort of seeing where we go in terms of these factions. To me, all the factions are like trash. Because they're all sort of like vying for supremacy, and like anytime I hear about folks trying to vie for supremacy, I'm like, that shit is doo-doo. There's always something stinky about that. Obviously, it's more complicated than that, but like when we get to sort of the bare bones of it, it's like stinky. All right. No matter who the faction is. So I'm very invested in sort of seeing where that goes. I have a feeling that we'll see a lot of that in Mars Chronicles, in the Mars Chronicle. But I love it, Mike Leo. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward, Justine, to seeing who this woman is. Nimera. She should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And that joke was so funny. He was like, "What are neo-Nazis doing on Mars?" I was like, "Word." It's like, yo, you can't escape them. Oh, why are they on Mars? All right. But I love that. That was funny. That had me cackling a bit. But this is good. This is so great. And just to see like how far we've sort of come, where we still have so many layers. We have all the stuff that's going on with Chaos and Koyomi, in the scrapyard, and then all the stuff that's sort of being set up on Tafares, and then all the stuff that's being set up in Kethares, and then all the stuff that's being set up on these different planets that have representatives that form this council. And all of this is being sort of spearheaded, right, by these folks who are part of this system, and the system is so incredibly complex. And the way that that's all regulated is wild to me. And we still have Nova, because Nova, right? Nova's there, right? He's not going to be assimilated that easily. We already know this. All right, by Trinidad. We already know this. Okay, so you already know what it is. A black woman in the black. This is gonna be. This could be interesting. The designs are great. Kishido does a great job of drawing black folks. He does not mess around. All right. I'm very happy about that. All right. So, I would say I think I'm definitely gonna do a stream where I talk about all of this that I've learned before I get into my next Read-A-Thon. I think I'm just gonna have like an Alita discussion stream about this chapter and about sort of like how everything's set up, because I want to make sure that I'm very well versed on that before I continue to read, because this is a lot. It's kind of like when you're like reading Hunter x Hunter and you're reading about the Succession War, and you got to know there's a lot that you have to be aware of to sort of to have a fairly decent understanding of why certain actions are crucial for how the story moves on. And I want to make sure that I'm like on that when it comes to here. Yeah, at least it's a queen. I mean, I think like in this fictional story, I'm like, okay, because I think when it comes to sort of fictional stories, there's a certain ability to have things sort of play out and maybe work out in a sense, right? But I think the danger that comes with that, with some folks will take will take the things that happen in fictional stories and they will like do too much and sort of saying, hey, this worked in this fictional story, why can't it work here? I'm like, because it's a fictional story and it's not a reality. You know what I mean? So you have to be very careful about that. But yeah, this should be interesting. Looking forward to it. All right. So I'm definitely gonna do a stream where I just kind of like talk about how everything's sort of set up and why that's important moving forward. And it won't be a super long stream. It'll just be like a sort of like addendum to the Read-A-Thon streams. All right. So I'm definitely gonna do that. And yeah, and I gotta eat. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. But the chapters were very filling. They were very filling, all right? And I'm very happy that I read to chapter 15. All right, this was dope. 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've read like 9 chapters. Those are a great 9 chapters though. Whew. Okay. All right, so thank y'all for coming through. I don't want this stream to be 3 hours long, okay? I don't want it to be like a Kingdom stream or like a Hunter x Hunter stream, although those streams were very fun. All right. Once Ash is at a place where I'm at, then I think that's something that we'll do. I want to see. I don't know where he's at the moment. I gotta check that out. But I know he's trying not to like react to too many things like manga wise. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. But thank y'all for coming through. Okay. I gotta get out of here. I gotta eat my food. I gotta hang out with my fiance. I got things to do, and I'm gonna try to do. Maybe I want to do Basada and Vinland Saga today, so I am going to do those. Maybe I don't know. I might save it for Monday just because I didn't think the stream was gonna be this long, and I was expecting to like already be reacting to already react to one of those chapters by this time. So I don't want to like spend the rest of the day like doing reaction streams because I want to hang out with my fiance. I want to spend time with her. So thank y'all for coming through. All right. Weekly Shonen Jump streams will be tomorrow, early. Okay. This was a great stream. I still love it. It's like, what are the Nazis doing in Mars? Doing on Mars. I love that. That was good. Good. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. Shouts out to shout out to Japanimation World for coming through and showing love. Shout out to Don Quixote the Joker for coming through and showing love. Shouts out to especially to Michael and Justine for coming through. Y'all are dope. Y'all put me on to Alita. I'm very happy about it. I do have plans to react to comics in the very near future. I just have to. I'm probably gonna react to Descender, I think it's called. So I'm gonna start that because I know you both of y'all have been telling me about it, and I see you. So I see y'all. So I'm definitely gonna start with that one, and then move on to others once I've sort of gotten to a place where I'm comfortable with them, reaction wise. All right, so thank y'all for coming through, man. Y'all, this was great. This was dope. I love these chapters. So much to read and to reread. So I'm gonna definitely reread them. All right. I'm the Black Manga Critic, and catch part 3 of the Battle Angel Alita Read-A-Thon, Last Order Read-A-Thon, next Saturday. All right, next Saturday. All right, so catch it next Saturday. All right, I'm gonna react to that. It'll probably be late though because I have work on Saturday. So catch it next Saturday. All right, and I gotta get out of here. All right, I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank y'all for coming through to my live reaction to Battle Angel Alita Last Order, chapters 7 to 15. We read a lot today. All right, I'm BMC. I'm the Black Manga Critic, and